and in furtherance to the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we are having this morning the swearing in of the newly elected chairman for the local government, that is 18 of them in Edo State.
That as chairman of the Southwest Local Council of Edo State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and I always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solid, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not permit of Edo State, except as may be required of my duties as chairman, that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
As I have announced earlier, all photograph sessions will wait till after the end of this ceremony.
I want to particularly congratulate you, Chairman, on your victories at the just concluded local government elections, which took place on Saturday, 3rd of March, 2018. You will all agree with me that the Almighty is indeed with us in Edo State. For the first time in our recent history, we conducted local government elections in Edo State without one gunshot. No life was lost. I know all of you personally, and I am so proud that this crop of local government chairmen in Edo State, I can, without contradiction, say is the best we have had for a long, long time. There is none of you here who did not have one profession or something doing before you decided to venture into politics. So all of you, I know, have second addresses. Some of you even have PhDs. At least we have 2 PhD holders as chairman. Some of you have very successful entrepreneurs, engineers. So we expect quite a lot from you. I am particularly confident that for most of you I have interacted with, I can vouch for your integrity as people. Therefore, I am not surprised that your people, our people, have trusted you with their mandates. The increasing acceptance of our political party programs is one underlying reason why most of you got the number of votes you got. The people of Edo State now believe and trust our party, the All Progressive Congress, and we cannot afford to do anything that will create the doubts in the minds of our people. Today, you are being sworn in as local government chairman to go and serve your people. None of you here can say you had to sell your property to contest these elections. So the reason of going to office to say you want to go and recoup, or you want to pay back some leader who put you into office cannot arise. All of you went through a very fair and transparent primary, and your elections were clearly free and fair. Nobody put you into office. It's the people of Edo State who put you into office. The people of your local government put you into office. And therefore, the charge is that you are and you must go and serve the people who put you into office. I cannot overemphasize how integral and important local government administration is to the life of our democracy. Local government is the government the people know. If the streets are dirty in an area, it is an indication that the local government is not working. Therefore, it is important that your sole responsibility must be the well-being of our people in the area you have authority over. I also want you to take a cue from what is happening at the state level. We have been able to accomplish the strides which we have because we have been frugal, we have been thrifty, we have saved the money of our people and used the money to work for the people. You are not being sworn in today to go into office, to have parties, and to be wasteful and spend taxpayers' money on frivolities. The monies for local government coming into your local government are meant to work for the people of the local government. And I expect that you will take a cue from what we are doing at the state level in your own local government. I want to advise you from my own experience that your work starts today, this afternoon. You do not have any time to waste. If you think you have time, you will be very, very surprised. 1 year will fly by so fast, and you will not be able to tell people what you have accomplished in that 1 year of being in office. So I implore you that once you leave here, please limit the frivolities, limit the parties, go straight to the offices and go and start work. I have deliberately not drawn up or approved any budgets for any local government. I expect that you will resume today and within a fortnight finalize your budgets for your various local governments. In Edo State, we do not have any challenges or issues with local government autonomy because from the time of my predecessor in office, the state government does not touch 1 kobo of local government revenues. All revenues that are credible to local governments are given directly to the local governments and are spent by the local governments without any interference from the state. All that the state insists on is that basic school teacher salaries must be paid first. That is the only thing the state government insists on. Outside of that, the state government does not touch 1 kobo of local government revenues. So the issue of local government autonomy is irrelevant in the case of Edo State. My predecessor in office saved up 7.2 billion naira for the last local government that whose tenure finished before you were elected. We saved over 7 billion naira for them. In the 3-year period they were in office, they must have earned over 30 billion naira, and they left us with debts of over 12 billion naira. And we have spent the last 1 year, 5 months cleaning up the mess that was left in the local government. I want to admonish you that I now have direct responsibility for local governments. I supervise local governments directly, and I am not going to accept such irresponsibility from any local government. You are not going to come in to meet any empty treasury. I have saved your Paris Club refunds, the last tranche, in excess of 2 billion, and several of you have savings that are in excess of 2 billion. So you will be coming into office with some reserves or with some savings, and I will monitor how these funds are utilized. We will not accept what happened in the last dispensation. I also want to advise you that you should work closely with the state governments and all the MDs of the state. Because one of the problems, one of the challenges we have in government is that there is too much waste arising from duplications. There are things the state should not be doing, but because of the inability of the local government to perform their roles, the state has come in to assist. I am going to ensure and insist in some cases that the state pulls back and helps the local governments to perform their own responsibilities. You must focus on enduring projects because God has given you a unique advantage and opportunity this time around. And what should be uppermost in your mind is not how many houses or how many hotels you've built during your tenure. What should be uppermost is what will people say about your tenure as a local government chairman. Not when you are involved in glamorizing or self-seeking wasteful projects that will not stand the test of time. They will remember you when you do or undertake enduring and meaningful projects that will affect the lives of the people in your local government. Our state, particularly some local government areas, are facing what I'll call almost a catastrophe, a human catastrophe, particularly as it relates to human trafficking. And from the analysis and research we have done, we found out that in the areas where trafficking is most endemic, those areas are the areas where the local governments are weakest, where the schools are in terrible shape, where there are no amenities. And therefore, people have chosen to migrate from those areas more into the urban cities. And in the urban cities, the social safety nets for them aren't there. And therefore, they become so easily susceptible to being trafficked. So you can see that there's a direct linkage between the weaknesses of our governments, the weaknesses of government, particularly at the local government level, with the issue of human trafficking. We are going to work with those local governments. We're going to put in extra efforts to make sure that we regenerate those local governments and encourage people to stay back at home and earn a meaningful livelihood being at home. I'm not going to spend too much time telling you what you ought to know, and which I'm sure most of you know because most of you have managed institutions before, except to leave you with the parting words that I want to see a more accountable, a more responsive, and a more responsible local government administration in Edo State. I wish you well, and I congratulate you.
Deputy Governor of Edo State, Mr. Governor Obaseki, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Depens, the Secretary to the State Government, I want to begin by expressing gratitude to God Almighty for the peaceful and successful election held on the 3rd of March 2018, and for giving us the opportunity to give this date with history. Across the 18 local government areas, the Edo people spoke loud and clear through the ballot box and gave a resounding mandate to all the elected chairmen and councillors and a vote of confidence on the administration of the Edo State government led by Mr. Governor Obaseki. Mr. Governor, from structural, road, information communication technology, sports, industrial, power and agro-based projects, your government has made a statement, touched lives, and stimulated the economy of our dear state. It is our conviction that this government will continue to deliver on these and other projects that are meaningful to our common well-being. This noiseless revolution has earned you the sobriquet, wait and see. The APC government has brought credibility back to governance, sanity back to our streets, and hope to the hopeless. Now, Mr. Governor, invited guests, this is our pledge to you, the Edo people. As chairman of local government councils, we will listen to you. We will do your bid you frequently for feedbacks. To the good people of Edo State, on behalf of the government and the newly elected officials, we appreciate you